doing today? Look, I need y'all to watch this video to the end because it's about to get real informative. Your girl is dropping tea on how to not get scammed by these stylists out here. I'm so tired of getting on Facebook every day and seeing all these horror stories of people getting scammed. At this point, it is like really ridiculous and it's not okay. So I got my wonderful notes on what y'all need to be looking for before you go sending your hard-earned money to these people out here. So rule number 1 is you should only be booking through a booking site. No more sending OG Big Pookie 2427 your $50 deposits, okay? If they don't have Schedulicity, StyleSeat, Booksy, or any of those other booking apps out there, stop booking with them. Those apps are linked through PayPal and Square, and those two companies are really good about getting your money back when you've been scammed versus Cash App. I believe you have like once or twice to dispute something on there, and then they no longer help you out after that. You just a lost cause. So do not send money on Cash App. If that's their required method of payment, find you somebody else. Rule number 2, look through their social media accounts. I'm talking personal and business accounts, because you need to see how they conduct themselves as a person. How do they talk to people? How do they talk about business? Are they filled with drama? Because let me tell you, that's the last thing you want, is to be sitting in somebody's chair and homegirl and her 3 partners come in and jump on your stylist in the middle of you getting your hair braided. Like, that's so ghetto and tacky, but you didn't do your research. And had you did it, you would have known that the stylist you chose was filled with drama. Do your research, okay? And also, people that sell products or offer services, usually they do promote on their personal pages as well as their business pages. Because, I mean, it doesn't make sense to not promote on your personal page when that's filled with your family and friends and people you grew up with. So if they are not posting anything of their business on their personal page, that right there is a red flag to me. Rule number 3 is you need to look for consistency in their work. And I'm talking, I don't care if you got to scroll to the bottom of their Instagram and look at post number 1 that was ever posted. Start there and scroll up to today, and you should see the growth in their work. And if their work goes from like crappy and then it jumps to like these just super bomb braids, red flag, sis. Them ain't her pictures. And let me tell y'all this story, because stealing pictures is real. And this story I'm about to tell y'all is the reason why I watermarked my pictures today. Because there was this chick in Austin. She was stealing pictures from a braider in North Carolina, and she was posting them on Facebook as if it was her own work. She wasn't posting them like, oh, this style is cute, I need a model, or who's willing to come let me do this style for them, and anything of that nature. No. Sis posted it like, I just did my niece hair, who next? And when I saw it, I'm like, oh shit, that's homegirl pictures. Boy, if you don't get. And ever since that day, I have watermarked my pictures because people be out here stealing pictures. So make sure you look. Rule number 4, stop being cheap, okay? Quality over quantity, always, especially when it comes to your hair. I'm so tired of seeing the clients that want to put a price on the style. You can't go on there saying you want small box braids, waist length, and your budget is $100. Sis, ain't nobody finna do all that work for just $100. Like, your best bet is to get on YouTube and find a tutorial and do it yourself, because you gonna be complaining afterwards that your hair is not what you wanted it to be, or it doesn't look like the picture you sent. You got to stop being cheap and be realistic, okay? $100 gonna get you some large box braids. So don't come out your appointment mad when you got small in the front and 3 big ones in the back. You did that to yourself being cheap, okay? Don't get me wrong. There are some stylists that are cheap and that are very good. And they're cheap because doing hair is not their full-time job. This is just a side hustle, and that's okay. That is perfectly fine. But the ones that are just cheap and can't provide quality, y'all need to do y'all research. Rule number 5, you need to read reviews. I am very big on reviews. Every place we ever visit, I always leave a review, whether it's good or bad, because y'all gonna know how my experience was at this place. And look at the dates and the times that these reviews were posted, and also click on the people who are leaving these reviews, especially like on Facebook, how you can click on the person profile who left the review. Click on their page to see if they are real people as well, because I've seen a few times that stylists have created bogus pages and were on there leaving extravagant reviews, but the quality of their customer service is nothing near what the review said. So make sure you are clicking on the reviews to make sure they are real people as well. Now, if you are booking with a stylist and they sell products, anything, clothes, hair products, anything they sell, you need to ask about returns, exchanges, refunds, all of that. Whether or not you feel like you're going to have to return or exchange something or anything of that nature, just ask, just to be on the safe side. Because let's say if I go to a boutique and I buy this dress and it look bomb, but I go home and I try it on and it's way too big or way too small, I didn't ask about exchanges or refunds or returns or anything of that nature. So at this point, when I contact the seller, she can just tell me whatever. Oh, I don't do refunds. Oh, well. Like, you could tell me anything. So make sure you ask those questions before you buy something. Rule number 7, look at other people's hair beside their close friends. Because I have noticed that a lot of stylists do their really good friends' hair bomb as hell. But then when you see like a regular client that's not their friend, their hair ain't that great. And it just don't make sense, because they still paid you what you were worth and what you requested. It wasn't like they came trying to get a discount. They still paid you the money. Rule number 8, compare the price to what's included with your service. And make sure you are satisfied with that and feel like you are getting all your money's worth from that service and what's included in that. And I say this because me personally, I cannot, will not, and am not gonna spend $200 on any type of hairstyle and it doesn't include a hair wash. Not happening. A hair wash is very essential to going to the salon and receiving services. That's one of the main reasons of going to the salon, is to get that good old hair wash. So no way I'm paying $250 and a hair wash ain't included. And I got to bring my own hair. And I got to do this. And I got to do that. All this prepping I got to do, I might as well sit my ass in the mirror and get on YouTube and look at a tutorial on how to do something. Doesn't make sense. So make sure you are satisfied with everything that's included with your service before you go and book. Rule number 9. If you pay your deposit on a card and you get to your appointment and they are requesting the rest in cash, red flag off rip. Not happening. If you took my deposit on a card, you're going to take the rest of the payment on a card. Because at this point, you are inconveniencing me. And you should have stated that from the get-go, that you only accept cash. Don't accept my deposit on a card and then want the rest in cash. I don't agree with that. And I really don't see the purpose of it, other than if you mess over this client, they don't have no way to get their money back. So only pay on your card. That's the safest way to do it. And don't pay on your card through Cash App either. Booking sites only, okay? And rule number 10. Now, sis, if you made it to the end of this video, you a real one. Because I know this was a lot of information, but I promise y'all, if y'all really do your in-depth research and look for all these things, you will be able to weed out the crappy bad stylists. And so make sure you out here doing your research, doing it right, and not getting scammed by people. Because if you looking like a lick, they gonna lick it like a lollipop. Okay? So like this video, subscribe to my channel, drop any comments down below, and I'll see y'all in the next video.